Okay, nako magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Welcome mo sa ating program. Ayan, nasa second week na ho tayo sa ng bagong taon. So, Happy New Year pa rin, maski pa ano. Today is the 12th day of January. Nakakalahati na ho ang January, no? Pero napakalaki ho ng problema natin dito sa United Kingdom. Pahigpit ho ng pahigpit, lalong napakarami hong mga problema dahil nahihirapan na yung NHS. Dahil ho talagang dinadagsahon ng pagkarami-raming mga nagkakasakit ngayon at tinatamaan ho ng COVID. Kaya we have to do our bit. We do have to do our share, no? Hindi lamang ho ito sa gobyerno. Huwag maging pasaway, no? We have a lot of people na talagang ang feeling lang, basta lang medyo kumontra o hindi sumunod, okay lang eh. But everybody is going to be suffering in the long run, no? Mas marami hong maapektuhan. Anyway, meron naman tayong napakahusay na researcher. Kaya nga abogado to, napakatalino, napakabait, napakaganda pa, no? Batang-bata pa. Ayan, very young looking, no? Siyempre, hindi naman ako ang akala nyo ako ang star of the show, hindi ho. Ang star of the show ng Legal Advice Corner ng ating programa ay siyempre itong pinakamamahal nating abogada, no? Walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Magandang gabi, Mr. Laragan. Ikaw ang co-star, hindi lang ako. Ikaw ay isang co-star, isang star din ng show nito. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We're here right in the middle of lockdown number 3 sa United Kingdom. At sabi nga ni Mr. Laragan, it's challenging times for us here. Dumadagsa ang mga may sakit sa ospital. First and foremost, gusto natin mag-shout out, isa sa pinaka, kumbaga, actually first ever audience natin, Mr. Laragan, if you remember, yung March. Yes. Super Ed, you're in our thoughts and prayers. Nag-post si Super Ed, hindi ganun kaganda ang pakiramdam niya at nakapila siya sa hospital. So Ed, from the bottom of our heart, hopefully you will get well soon. Pinagdadasal namin ang recovery mo. Sabi niya manunood daw siya ngayon eh. So Super Ed, shout out to you. Yeah, sabi ni Super Ed.
Good evening, Super Ed. Super Ed, yes. Good evening, Ed. Yes, magpagaling.
Pagaling ka, Super Ed, kasi isa ka sa mga kumbaga, when we look back at
dear
this
friends.
Show, dear friend,
one of our dearest friends yan. One who really supported us. Tama, kapamilya.
Talagang
Kapuso.
Kapamilya.
Kapatid.
Kapuso. whatever who support.
Kapuso natin yan. Kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, no? Kabarkada, lahat na. Edgar, you take care. Ingat. Ayan. I'm sure gagaling ka dyan. Nakita ka, attorney, because he hasn't seen us for about a week, no? The last time we've spoken was when you almost came back from, parang in a way, came back from Pakistan, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh, and right. It was quite an experience, no?
Right.
So, ayan.
Yeah, a beautiful experience, and sabay-sabay tayong bumalik sa realidad ng UK lockdown, which is coming up, one week na po ba tayo? Almost a week na tayo, about 10 days, about a week into lockdown. Sorry, I lost track of time. We're in the middle of winter, making things a bit harder.
Yes.
Winter is hot as it is. Malamig, madilim, not much to do. Sabi nga natin, kwentuhan tayo earlier, not much to do because we have to really comply dun sa regulasyon. Hindi siya boundary na kailangan mong i-push. Talagang tayo sama-sama nating we have to get through this together, which means lahat tayo may parte sa pagsugpo sa problema na to, which means complying with the regulations as strictly as possible. Naririnig na natin kaibigan, kamag-anak, mga kapamilya, kapuso na natatamaan. So, sa lahat ng mga, we said, ano bang figures ngayon? 45,000
45,000 ba ang nakita mo, attorney? Huh?
45,000 in the last 24 hours. I think a few days
Oh,
ago we hit 68,000, which
yes,
is
record breaker. Eh?
probably the highest
Oh,
ever recorded in the UK since the pandemic started. Even so, I think lahat ng nakakausap ko, sinasabi, ika nga natin, we have to get through this together. So, yan ang ating, yan ang pinaka-focus, kumbaga, sa lahat ng mga who's going through uh, whatever ordeal at the moment. We are here to do our bit to get everyone out of this challenging time. So,
I
kumusta ka?
okay
Kumusta ka,
naman,
Mr.
okay naman. I
Laragan?
know personal
Saying
friends.
that,
I
kumusta
know
ka?
personal friends who were victims of the COVID, who passed away because of COVID, because of this
Yeah,
coronavirus, no. So it's no joke, ha.
yeah,
Even those people na I know, may yung mga skeptics, di ba? May mga alam mo na yung mga
yeah,
conspiracy theorists diyan. This
yeah.
is real, no? This is real. It's really happening, and we have friends, mga Filipino friends. A lot of Filipino, di ba? Ang NHS is staffed by a lot of Filipino nurses, and they
Correct.
themselves are
Yeah,
saying talagang ang hirap talaga, no? It's really
yeah,
true, di ba? And we might not be able to cope, di ba?
yeah.
With the winter now here with us. Normally, pag winter, diyan ang mga problema ng mga respiratory problems, and this is now going to be aggravated, no, mas lalong lalala because of syempre ang virus. You would wonder, attorney, no, bakit ba sa Pilipinas maski dikit-dikit sila, hindi sila ganun karami kamukha natin. You wouldn't hear of a 60,000 cases or mga ganyan, no. Well, the reason being is medyo mainit-init sa Pilipinas siguro, yun ang sinasabi nila. So in winter countries, yung mga temperate countries like us, talagang tatamaan
Yeah.
tayo, di ba? Ng
Oo
ganyan,
nga.
ng mga, lalo na. Okay, wait, special. I think it's a special day today. We have somebody special with us, no? Di ba?
Exactly, exactly. We talk about yung
Hmm.
ano nga natin, ang daming lahat tayo, we're facing a challenging time. We're facing malamig, madilim, it's gloomy, it's dire, and much more so we are in one of the hardest lockdown ever kasi lang, kumbaga, yung pasensya ng tao medyo ano na pangatlo na to eh. So, it's probably the right time to talk about it. Well, any time is the right time. That's what we want to say. But we're going to
Mm.
take this day to pause and talk about mental health. And
All
I
right.
brought someone on my
Okay.
team, very, very a special member of my team, a newly minted trainee solicitor, very competent, very talented, young lady, a young woman, na actually, ang reason why I asked her to do so is A-levels pa lang siya, gumawa na siya ng project about mental health.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is a chance for her to disseminate that information, disseminate that powerful message, much more ngayong time na
Very
to a
timely.
wider
Attorney, ha?
audience. Ano ba?
They're very timely yung
Very
mental health
timely,
because it
yes.
strikes everybody, like people who are out of jobs, people who are alone, di ba? Lonely. So the mental health is
Absolutely.
truly affected. And now that we're having this
Absolutely.
lockdown 3, and people are really tired. Imagine all of this, on and off and on off. But we have to do this, no? We have to
Exactly.
really bite the bullet,
We have to do
really have
this.
this intense or itong serious lockdown because somehow this would help us through the next stage, no? And
It would get
mental
us
health
out
is greatly
of
affected, no? Tama yan.
exactly. And for
Mm.
us to get through this, kailangan natin siguro na mas kumbaga, isa sa ammunition natin ngayong lockdown na to is to be able to mag-MOT lang, MOT check of our mental health. It's not a taboo conversation. Less so here in the UK. People are opening up more about it. But we'd like to take this day, this night, to have an open chat, an open
Okay.
discussion about it. And I brought, as I've said, a very, very competent young woman who, as young as A-level, self-aware
Wow.
na, and
Wow, really, huh?
very much looking to impart that that empowering message sa mga kasama niya sa A-level. So without further ado, Lina Shaw from DV Solicitors to talk about mental health.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Lina. Hello, how are you?
Hello? I'm good,
Yes,
thank
you're
There we
on.
you.
are.
Yes, yes, you're on. You're on.
Good.
Hello, good
Loud and
evening.
clear.
Loud and clear. Uy.
Yeah.
Well, uy, I said uy, it's a Tagalog expression. But anyway, Philippine expression. Yeah, A levels. Should I ask you your age? A levels. What was it? When you say A levels, how old would you one be in her A levels?
17,
16,
18.
15, 17, 18. Okay. And in your A levels, you started writing about or researching about mental health.
Not so much researching, it was a few of my friends and I decided to make a group and make a mental health awareness group so we could then inform the rest of the school because we found that it was a subject that not many people knew about at that time and it wasn't spoken about as much. So we decided to create this group because I know a few of my friends have suffered from mental health and some still do. So we wanted to make the rest of the school aware. And so we created a group and we raised money for charities like Mind. And we then made presentations to give to the rest of the school to say, you're not alone if you are suffering. There are people you can talk to. Even if it's not a teacher, you can talk to a friend. And it's also to make others aware that if their friends are quiet or they're being silent, you can reach out to them and say, hi, how are you doing? You can talk to me. And it was just a way to say, check in on your friends then. And it's more important to check in on friends and family more so than ever because of lockdown.
Right, right. Okay. Yes, because of lockdown. So that was it. Okay. So, what are we gonna talk about tonight? What are you gonna be discussing tonight?
Well, the
So,
floor is hers.
You're gonna be on the spot. So, has it affected? How was it? How was the lockdowns? Well, we have about 3 lockdowns now. So, how has it or they affected you in a way? Well, at this very now, at this time, point in time, having the third lockdown, how does it affect you? How are you affected?
for me personally, I struck me a lot harder during the first one and the second one because during the first one I wasn't working, I wasn't employed, I was just staying at home day in day out and I couldn't leave the house. So it was hard to not be able to see my like other friends and family, and it was really hard to not be able to like talk to people. And for me, as I was also trying to look for jobs as well, the job market wasn't that great either. So not being able to find a job and not being able to talk to people or like see new people was a lot harder. And I was only seeing my family, like my mum and dad and my brother, because I live with them, but I wasn't being able to see anybody else. So my friends and I, we like started to check in on each other a lot. Like once a week, we'd send a message or we'd have a group call, and that's how I was able to get through it because I was talking to a lot more people. Second lockdown, I was working with DANNA, and it became a lot easier because I had more of a routine. I was able to keep myself occupied with work and things like that. Whereas, and it's the same with this one as well. I think for me, it's got better because I'm working, so I've got more of a routine. But I know, like, for the others in my family, my parents can't leave the house as much because they're both working at home. So I know it's getting them down that they're not allowed to see people, especially my sister and my brother in law and niece. Like they really look forward to the FaceTime calls they receive, like just to see my niece. And like I know that they really just want to go out and see them and get out of the house. But obviously with lockdown they can't.
Absolutely. Sorry. Sorry, Mr.
So now
Laragan.
that you're working, yes, yes, sorry about that. So now that you're working, somehow you've that somehow eased in a way because you're kind of busy these days. All right.
Yeah.
So you're actually a trainee solicitor at Divi Solicitors.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to take up law?
Oh,
For me, I've always wanted to help people. And I couldn't do medicine. I can't stand blood. That's not me. But I found that law was another way to help people, and I felt that it was my way to help people have a voice in the matters that they cared about the most. And because the law is something that everyone has a right to, it was something that I was like, this is how I can help. I can give people a voice. I can have their reasons, their opinions, and everything heard. And I can help them through one of the hardest times of their lives, and just to be a support system in that sense for them, to help them achieve the best outcome in their matters, and just to be there for them as much as I possibly can at work or outside of work if necessary.
Well, you're like a young attorney, Dana Quinto. Dana, you were like her when you started out. Very idealistic. You wanted to help people and still are enjoying it. You still are enjoying it, right, Dana? I mean,
Yeah.
the passion, the love of the law, and in the
absolutely.
process, helping people, right? So that's your mission.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. I think I'm very, very proud of Lena. I feel absolutely privileged to be working alongside her because it's always good to have like-minded kindred spirits, as we call them. The working environment, we talk about mental health, we talk about working environment, we talk about how hard times are. We always say that the work is hard as it is. You know, you're surrounded by problems, you're surrounded by high emotions. So the least that you could do as a team is to be kind to each other and to work together so that you can create that environment. But that would take, just like as we always say, it takes that community, it takes that team to build that atmosphere. And I am absolutely grateful that I have team members like Lena and the rest of the litigation and family team members who share the same passion about having an impact, a positive impact in other people's lives, enjoying the process, most importantly. Even I think we had one of the busiest year ever, probably the busiest few months of my career before the December break. And throughout those, Lena helped me massively, and along with the other team members, Charlene and Alina as well. And we sort of got through it laughing, even the hardest days. We celebrating little wins with a high five, and
Yeah.
just going through day by day, looking at hearings, crossing it out. We've done it. It was almost an insurmountable task when we looked at it. If you remember, Lena, when we started, probably looking at a huge workload for
Yeah.
September, October, November. And it does help. It does help to little things like checking in on each other. I think Lena checks in on me as much as probably I check in on her. We all like eating, so we feed each other. All of us feed each other. And we
Really?
celebrate little wins.
Wow.
We celebrate little wins with, finding what I call little slices of happiness. It's most important, not just in lockdown, but in any situation where you face all this, what we call challenging emotions, challenging factors around you. And when Lena spoke about, her passion about mental health awareness, about helping people, we knew that we have someone who can share the vision and the ethos of the culture that we want to build at the department as well as the firm. So She's our newly minted trainee solicitor, and I'm very very excited to watch her career grow.
Wow. So you
Thanks.
so your mentor is actually Dana, huh? Right?
Yeah, Dana is
All
my
right.
mentor.
Dana is your mentor, and it's nice. You've got full support, and you got a very good team. So, like what Dana's saying, you've got a very nice team. So somehow the environment is good, and not stressful. Not although there might be stresses along the way in terms of probably how is it like dealing with some of the cases of your clients, but
The
on the
clients
whole,
are okay. It's sometimes the other party, but we won't go into that.
We are going into the details of
you
our
wouldn't go into that. Okay,
favorite opposition. We always have. I
right.
told Lena, you will have your favorite opposition. 1 in 5 years, you will have this opposition that will really, uh, I'd say, challenge the best out of you. But it's part and parcel of the job. I think it's great
Yes.
to witness someone grow into it, and we would share experiences. But as she having someone that shares that positivity, I think having someone that shares that one of our motto for this for Tuesday is Happy Tuesday. So
Yes. Happy Tuesday. Yes.
even if we're having a really hard day, I think we would really find something, even a small thing, to be happy about, even if it's just a chocolate, I think, or a chai latte. I think we're very. I think what we hope to develop is that resilience, and that what you'd call a really really strong commitment to move forward with something positive. You got to find it. If you can't find it, you have to make it. So
Right. Okay. Well,
uh, I'm sure Lena has more things to say about her mental health awareness, and I'd leave it with her to talk
Lena,
more
before we
about.
proceed with that, before you talk about more about on mental health, pwede ba? Can we read out some of the greetings of our friends out there,
Oh
attorney?
yeah, yeah, of
Oh,
course.
okay.
Yeah,
Sige
yeah,
pa.
of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's have a look at this.
Okay.
Okay. Ayan. Oh, Yan Galicia Paner says, Hula po kaya Sunny and Attorney Dana. Happy Tuesday. Ano yan?
Uh, at sa
At sa
lahat,
lahat.
probably
At
at
sa
sa
lahat.
lahat. Yeah.
Okay. Attorney, ikaw na bumasa. You be the one to read out the messages, ha? Para ano, sige, okay. Para maano lang yung ating mga friends na who messaged us. Ito. Ayan. Alright.
Happy Tuesday. Yep, it's Catherine. Hi, Catherine. It's
Hi, Catherine.
my
Yep.
friend from Philippines. Yes, happy
Catherine,
Tuesday.
mabuhay, ha? Ito, do you know
Mabuhay,
this? Ito?
No, hindi po. Happy Tuesday, Pauline Tinsley. San ka? Check in from where?
Pauline P. Good evening po, attorney. Sabi niya, good evening po. So hindi po kilala to.
Hindi
Got
po.
the chance to watch live today. Ayan. Hi, Pauline. Thank you very much. No?
Taga saan ka, Pauline?
Oh yeah,
Taga
tell us,
saan ka?
Pauline, kung taga saan ka. Let us know where you are, no? Okay, ayan. Ayan, pakibasa yung attorney.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday, watching from Exeter, Devon. Happy
Wow.
Tuesday.
May
May
Tigbao,
Tigbao.
Vargas. That's May. Ito, Pauline has a message here. Yeah.
Konting
siya pa rin,
tiis,
no?
ayun. We'll get through this difficult time together. Konting tiis pa po. Exactly, yes. Kapit lang. Kapit tayo.
Kapit lang.
Konting tiis.
Ayan.
Konting tiis.
Attorney ito, taga-Canada to. Kilala ko to. Dating nandito ito.
Oh, wow.
Naging staff ng Pinoy Radio UK to. Nasa Canada.
Fantastic.
Yan, sabi niya.
Jeremy Joya, good PM, Sir Sonny and Donna. Hope you're okay there, Jeremy. I think Canada's also.
Yes, it's nasa Canada. Jeremy, thank you very much. So thanks for letting us know that you're watching. Mabuhay ka rin. And ingat ka rin dyan. You take care. Ingat din kayo. Keep safe and well in Canada. Oh, ito, yung ating mga good friends. Diyan na.
Oh,
Ayan.
that's Mom Juliet Marcelino. Good evening, Sonny and Attorney Donna, and all the viewers. Good evening, po, Mom Juliet. Hope you're okay and keeping safe.
Ayan, ito, you're one of our very good friends dito, no?
Hi, yes, Edgardo. Happy Tuesday. Siya ang author to everyone who's just tuned in now.
Yes.
Edgardo Cagahasyang is the author. Dapat i-credit
Enriquez,
sa kanya.
kulang lang. Edgardo Cagahacian Enriquez, siya may pinakamahabang pangalan. This is uh, Le- Lina, this guy has the longest name here in the whole of the UK, you know. Edgardo, Cagastian, Enriquez. It's actually, we're missing out a few
Enriquez, yeah.
letters. Oo. Okay, ito, si, let us know, ano, what's her name
Okay,
again? Pauline, where you're watching from, huh?
Yeah, where are
May,
you watching from?
May Vargas is from Exeter, Devon. I'm sure Edgardo
Yeah.
is from London.
London, I think. Yeah,
Oo,
Canary
si
Wharf or
Juliet
something.
yata is also
Canada
London.
Water.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yep. And Jeremy Hoya, no, is from Canada. So thank you. We're international, Lina. Huh? Look at that.
Yeah. We check
Okay.
attendances, Lena.
Oh,
We do
yeah.
a roll call.
Oh, here's. Nabasa mo ba si Kathy,
Oh,
attorney?
Kathy Burnham. Yeah, good evening, Sir Sonny and Attorney Donna. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Watching
Year.
from Aberdeen. Happy New Year.
Aberdeen,
Kathy.
oh, that's Scotland, right? Scotland,
I've been
okay.
to Aberdeen many years ago.
Ako hindi pa. Hindi pa ako
as
napupunta
a-
dyan, attorney. I haven't been to Aberdeen yet. Okay, ito, si, yung ating very good friend, attorney.
Ranjit. Yes, hello everyone and Happy New Year from Ranjit. Hope all are well and keeping safe. Hope you are okay as well, Ranjit, and keeping safe most important.
Yes, Ranjit, nice to hear from you again, ha? Mabuhay ka,
Yes.
mabuhay, ha? Okay, there's, ito, next, attorney.
Nancy Morris, good evening, Attorney Donna and Sunny, and so with your guest, Lena. From
Oh,
Nancy Morris.
si Lena.
Nicole. At least, thank you, very inclusive. Thank you.
Oh, they're greeting you, Lina, ha? Our viewers are greeting you, ha? Ito, yan, Chester
Oh,
Lumotos.
bago, Chester. Kamusta? Good evening, everyone. Where are you from, Chester?
Kilala
Chester
natin yan, si
Lumotos?
Chester is taga Leeds yata. Leeds ba si Lester?
Leeds,
Chester?
yeah.
Leeds. So we have somebody from Leeds. Ito naman next is from
Elisora, Hanopal ba to dyan? Hanopal pa. Rose here. No,
Hanopal.
sorry. Rose here. Truro, Cornwall. Ganda dyan sa Cornwall. Good evening, Rose.
ayan. Oh, bigla sumagot kaagad si Lester. Si Chester. Ayan oh.
Leeds
ka
ang
agad.
galing.
From Leeds. So we have
Galing
from
naman,
Leeds,
Sir Labanan.
from Cornwall, from Aberdeen, from Exeter. We have from all over, you know.
All over,
London.
all over UK. Yeah.
So mabuhay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Mabuhay. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have a short break muna. Magbe-break muna tayo and then we continue on with, you were asking her to talk more about mental health, diba? Right? Attorney?
Yeah, good.
Dana, okay.
Yes,
Sige.
I'm sure you've got a bit more to say, Lena. And we'll have a chat about it after the break. Yes.
Okay, so don't go away, guys. We're gonna have a short break and be back with, of course, our favorite attorney. That's Attorney Dana. So yung ating, ano ba pangalan mo, attorney? Ikaw, attorney ng bayan, na mga Pilipino sa United Kingdom. Okay, wag ko kayo nga alis. No? We're gonna be having a short break and when we come back, syempre, we're gonna tutuloy natin yung discussion natin about mental health together with our very special guest for tonight, our trainee solicitor, Lina Shaba, S-H-A-H, right? Tama? Correct? Correct. Okay, wag ko kayo alis. Saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating program dito po sa Happy Tuesday program natin kung tawagin ay Legal Advice Corner. Of course, ako po si Sonny LARAGAN pero hindi ho ako solicitor. Wala ho akong karapatan in terms of law. Yung aking kasama ho, ako lang ho ang alalay dito. Of course, once again, good evening, Attorney DANNA. Magandang gabi sa iyo. Happy Tuesday.
Magandang Happy Tuesday. Magandang Happy Tuesday, Mr. LARAGAN. Magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin. Kamusta po kayo? Yun ang sometimes we forget to ask, no?
Yes.
Kamusta ba tayo? We're talking about mental health and Lena just reminded us sometimes it's just good to say, how are you? Okay ka lang ba? Okay ba kayo?
So we will
sa lahat ng
ask
mga
her.
kababayan natin, sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin, sa lahat ng mga nakikinig ngayon, kamusta po kayo? We hope you're okay at we hope you are keeping safe.
So we're now calling Lena once again back on the program. Okay, Lena, good evening once again. And
Good evening.
yes, as you were saying, what was your Yep, DANNA was saying prior, what were you saying, Attorney kanina?
I was saying, in my own Filipino language, Lena, you reminded us to reach out and ask, how are you? And making sure that not only do we, do we give information to people, but sometimes it's just good to ask, kamusta po kayo? Which is our very own version of saying, how are you? How are you guys during this difficult time? And you were saying that. You were saying a lot about mental health awareness. So go for it.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. So we decided to do a topic, a discussion on mental health because of lockdown 3.0 and that it's just important to take a moment to take care of yourself and your mental health. Now, I know that lockdown is hard and it has been for a lot of people, especially with not being able to see people, not being able to see family and friends, not being able to even go outside and having a lot of anxiety about whether you might get coronavirus or you worry about your friends and family getting coronavirus. Like, there's a lot of anxiety being built up, especially during lockdown. And I also know that boredom has been a major problem for young people. Apparently, according to a survey that Mind did, 83% of young people said boredom was what made their mental health worse. And it's really hard when you're a young person who might be living alone and you may not have a routine and you're lonely and you can't seem to be able to do anything because of lockdown. And lockdown has had this effect on so many people, but everyone needs to know that they're not alone, that there are things that they can do to try and reach out to others or even services. I know at the minute it's hard to reach out and get the service and help you need, especially with face-to-face appointments not being available to everyone. But the NHS is obviously being overrun with coronavirus and looking after COVID patients, but there are other services like texting a number to Samaritans and it's free and you can have a conversation with someone. And I know that a lot of people feel trapped and they're not being able to work, and they have so many negative thoughts, and they're just very anxious to even step outside. But we're going to talk about how we can try and ease that and try and get people to talk about how they're feeling. And there are so many ways to cope, but the most important thing is to be kind to yourself. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else. Lockdown is something that everyone is going through differently, in the sense that everyone is taking it on differently. Somebody might be getting everything they want in their career at this point in time, but there are others who just getting out of bed is enough. Being able to, realize that what you feel and how you cope is totally okay, because it's how you're doing it. Your problems are just as valid, even if other things seem more important, and you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself for self-improvement. Lockdown is a strange time, and so is COVID, and it's more about, like I said, being kind to yourself. Take time out every day, whether it be 10 minutes or an hour, to reflect on how you're doing, to see how the day has been for you. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have your bad days and to talk about it. And other ways you can talk about it, if you're not able to get the services you are, is, you might be just as surprised at the support you can receive. So just reaching out to a friend to say, hi, I'm having a bad day. Can I talk to you about it? Or, hi, I'm just not feeling like myself. And even if you're not the one who might be having a bad day, you can reach out to your friends, like I said earlier, and say, hi, how are you? How are you doing? How's this lockdown treating you? Or, just to say, can we have a FaceTime call? Can we have a coffee over FaceTime and just have a chat, even though you can't see them face to face? And sometimes other people cope differently. It might be to get over, or to try and keep yourself busy during lockdown, is trying to find a new routine. For example, some people might exercise in the morning, and that might help them to feel more productive during the day, to make them feel like they're actually doing something. And it's okay to feel like you're not doing something as well. Having a day in bed and watching Netflix is just as fine as going outside for a run, or doing a workout at home. But as long as you're taking time to relax and to just take time for yourself, is good enough, because you just need to find one thing a day that will hopefully make you smile and say, you know what, today hasn't been that bad, but I've been able to get through it. And just being able to survive the day is more than enough. Just being able to get through it and saying, okay, I've spoken to someone today, or just, having a self-care day or something, to how you get through it is how you do it, and it's, what's best for you. What helps you get through the day and helps your mental health be better. So always try and take time out for yourself, especially now, because so many people's mental health is deteriorating because of lockdown, because they can't see people. And if yours is one that has, you've been okay during lockdown, be that support system for someone else and say, I'm here for you. I am ready for you to talk to. I will always be here. And just validate the other person's feelings, because, their problems are just as valid as yours. Everyone's going through something different, and you never know until they open up to you and talk to you. And I think another thing that is also making mental health worse is we're always seeing sad news every single day. It's all over any social media, and it's okay to tune out from that sometimes, and just to spend time with yourself, or with the family that you might be living with, or to just, if you don't want to be on social media or to talk to anyone, that's fine too. But as long as you are doing what's best for yourself, that's the most important thing, because if you're not at your best, you won't be able to do your best. I can't hear you.
Mr. Sonny, we can't hear you.
There's one line. No, yeah. Sorry, my audio. Yes, nice. I was really applauding you actually. There's one line that stood out for me, attorney Dana. The line that says it's okay not to be okay. You don't have to beat yourself. Say when you're not feeling okay. When you're not feeling okay, then it's okay. But you find ways and means. Take the time out. Be kind to yourself. Right?
Absolutely. And be fine about talking about it with your friends, with family members. We would have to have a culture that it's fine to talk about people not being fine. People should feel comfortable to say they're not well. And that's how we can probably get out of this in one piece, is to be able to acknowledge that it's a hard time and everyone has their own ways of coping, and we all have to get through together in our own little ways, and every coping mechanism is valid.
So, okay, me, you know what I did last night, attorney Dana and Lena. I've got these friends of mine of whom that I haven't spoken to for a long, long time, and out of the blue, before I went to bed last night. So that was more or less about 11 o'clock. So that would be 7 a.m. our time in the Philippines, Lena. So my friends, my friends and my classmates were wondering why I rang them at 7 o'clock. Out of the blue, after so many years that I haven't spoken to them. It just crossed my mind. I said, well, I couldn't. It's something about your mental health thing. So I just wanted my mental health to be okay. So I just rang them, and they were happy and surprised. That I rang them, and I just talked about just trivial things, anything, anything, and that was. Now I got reminded. So somehow I did the right thing, because you were talking about mental health, right?
Yeah.
Lena. But you, for example, what were you doing? Were there times when you're not okay, and how were you able to cope with it? What were you doing? Were you dancing? Were you originally? Is the family originally from India, by the way?
Descendant from it. My mom is from Kenya and my dad is actually from Uganda.
All right, Uganda. So these are African countries, right?
Yeah.
Uganda, okay. But I think originally you're Indians, the family's Indians who migrated to Kenya and Uganda. All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you do? How do you cope? Do you go dancing? Are you fond of dancing, or what do you do? How do you sing? Create poems?
So for me,
Yes.
it was, I actually bonded with my mum a lot more during lockdown. That's one of the things that helped me cope, because we both have a love of baking and trying out new recipes. So this was a thing that we decided to do. So mum and I would find a new cake recipe and like just a dessert recipe that we want to try, and we do it. We just do it. So every other weekend we were baking or trying something new to cook, and it helped me bond with my mum as well. It was a really good experience, and I've continued the baking, as Dana knows, because I've baked for work. And
I just want to say thank you, Mrs. Shaw. I've been a very, very happy recipient of your baking goods.
All right,
And
Mr. Shah, your dad, Lena's dad.
Mrs. Shaw, Mrs. Shaw.
Mrs. Shah,
Mom,
Mrs. Shah.
mom,
Okay,
Mrs.
all right,
Yeah.
okay. I'm looking
I
forward.
just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much. In future, also, and looking forward to your bakings, to your little cakes or little. So you've been baking a lot this time. So aside from the baking, you and your mom have been doing. Personally, what would you do? You, for example, what have you been doing? What's your interest? What are your hobbies? Say, for example, it's not lockdown. Yeah, what would you be doing?
if it wasn't lockdown, I would usually meet up with my friends, go out for dinner or go out for drinks, or just see them generally, or see my niece. She is my favorite person in the world at the minute. But because
Really,
of
niece?
lockdown and I can't do those things, I started exercising. a lot more than I used to. And that while I was unemployed, that gave me a lot more of a routine. So I'd wake up, do my workout, and then it was more of a fact that because I was unemployed, I was then able to use the rest of the day to do job applications or do a job search to see what was out there. Or other days I would just spend the day reading, because reading is a hobby of mine as well. And I was going through a lot of books and just trying to find something that would help me escape from lockdown as such. And I used to go on walks as well to try and get that bit of fresh air, to make sure that I was able to at least leave the house once, even if it was for just like 10 minutes or half an hour, at least I was getting out. And I arranged like Zoom calls with my friends, which helped us as a friendship group also become closer, because we were able to just keep each other sane and just help each other out when we were all feeling a bit down, and look forward to like this friends call because we haven't seen each other in so long.
Right. Wow. Okay. Well,
Lena would show me her sunrise, isn't it? Sunrise
Sunrise,
photos.
yeah, sunrise
Yes,
photos.
sunrise photos. So I'd ask in the morning.
photos,
so how
like
was the
photos,
run?
like pictures, photos, sunrise.
Yes, sunrise.
All right.
Yes, sunrise photos.
I used to go running in the mornings.
Yeah.
You used to what? In the
I
mornings?
used to ask her.
You used to go walking in the mornings?
Running in the morning.
Running in the morning, sorry, running in the morning. And that would be the time when you would take this sunrise
Yeah.
photos. Oh,
Sunrise
okay,
photo.
wow. Wow.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, I'd ask for the sunrise photos as
For the
as
sunrise
evidence
photos.
of the running that day. But yeah, beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful sunrise photos. Yeah, so
All right.
we start the day with something positive. Show sunrise
Yes.
photos.
Attorney, sandali, babasahin lang natin yung mga pagbati. Edgar
Yeah,
pala,
go
message
ahead.
us. It's, meron kasi problema rito sa ating system na hindi naman nakikita lahat, no? But I'd like to read out some message ni Edgar kasi. Nag-message yata si Edgar Duway ba? Is it? Yeah, Edgar Duway here, oh. Nakita ko lang, nabasa ko lang, attorney. Sabi niya, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko makita. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Lalo na sa ating pangbansang attorney DQ, and the legendary Laragan, and special guest Lina. Yan. So get well soon, ha. Si Edgar Duway, no? Edgar,
Super Ed.
mabuhay. We have a lot of meron tayong mga si Pauline Tinsley, the lady earlier, attorney, hindi pa niya sinasabi kung siya nanonood. Sabi niya, I always watch your show pero replays. I got the chance to watch live today. Ayan.
Welcome to the live show, Pauline. Welcome.
Elgin
Balik-balik.
Benessa, oy, Mr. Kamar Reman is watching. Magandang
Mr.
gabi. Good evening.
Rahman.
Mr. Reman, good evening. Elgin Benessa.
Mr. Sonny, we wish to take this opportunity
Yeah.
to wish Mr. Rahman an advance happy birthday.
Wow, happy birthday.
Happy
When's his birthday, by the way?
Mr.
What's the
Rahman.
exact... When is it going to be?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
happy birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday. Happy birthday,
birthday,
Mr.
Mr.
Reman. Happy
Reman.
birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday from your lovely girls and me, no? Okay. Yes, happy birthday. Mr. Attorney, Reman is the one of the founders, right? The founders, the managing partners, or of so yes, happy birthday to you, Mr. Reman. Yes, for tomorrow, no? Well, advance happy birthday. Ayan. So he's watching us, no? And Jojo Sudario, no? We have a lot of these new readers, viewers. Oh, Jojo Sudario,
good evening.
Farida Ahmad or Ahmad, how do you pronounce Ahmad?
That's our colleague, Farida.
Farina, hi.
We miss you, Farida.
Julie Ojeda Refreya is watching us. Tess Kalub, Tess Kalub from Canada. And M.M. Giling, no? The best friend of attorney attorney Lira, Simon Kabatbat, no?
Oh, hello.
Don
Ellen.
Familia is watching, no? Gredine Fidres,
Hello,
Albert
Don.
Domingos Asada, Daffodil Nacion Minabona, they're watching. Marlene Saribay Ascueta,
Hello.
thank you very much. Jocelyn De Vera Esguera. Si Ma'am Cora Carsola. Ma'am Cora is watching. We love you,
Ma'am
ha?
Cora.
Mia Belia, Jerry Mamaril. Ayan, okay. Joe Winchester, no, is watching. Herman Holgado. These are new names yata for you.
New names.
Oh,
Got
si
you.
John G. Barawed, Teresita Cruz, Elisor Hanopol. O si Elisor, like she mentioned, nag-message siya kanina, no?
Oh, yeah, Buzz. Yes.
Shumak is
Hi, Buzz.
watching. Mirasol Esol Tame, Henry Briones, of course, Marisol Pimentel,
Oh,
Henya
hi,
Eripol Miranda, yan. Neneng Boyose, Ana Okulam, these guys are watching, no? Tapos Fred Amores, Kanay Dele, Roswell Dominez, and Kiara Dunny. We're talking about mental health, right? So you guys,
Mental health awareness.
it's okay not to be okay, meaning find something, no? To call up a friend, say hello, no? And yeah. Okay, so we'll read out some of the greetings pa rin. Let's read out some of the greetings pa. We have some greetings here. Okay.
Go for it.
So, all right. Ito, you might know this person, Lord Carlo. Ayan. Hi,
Yeah.
attorney. Ito, sandali ha. Let's bring it out. Okay,
I think
sandali
that's
lang.
one of my Facebook friends.
Oo, ayan, ayan. Ayan.
Hi from Marbella. Hi.
Marbel, yes.
That's where I grew up. That's where
Oh,
Hi,
really?
Lord
Okay.
Carlo.
Oh, Marbel.
Marbella is Coronadal as well. Coronadal.
Ayan. Hi, Attorney Dana. Cheers from Marbel. Ayun.
Here's Lord Carlo.
Oh.
Kamusta ka
Hi, hi. So from
Mayong-
Marbel, ha?
Mayong
Okay.
aga sa imo.
Kumusta, Lord, ha?
Ba?
Ito, Jesus Cesar Cerezo Canabe is watching from Glasgow, England, Scotland, no? Regards from friends. Mabuhay. From
Wow.
friends at Glasgow, Scotland. Oh,
Regard.
oh si Ma'am Cora.
Glass.
Si Ma'am Cora Carsola. Hello
Ma'am
to
Cora.
hello to Miss Lima, Miss Lina Shah. Yeah, Lina Shah.
Lina.
Lina Shah. Yeah, Lina. Hi, good evening, good evening. Oh,
Lina Shah.
yeah, Clara Doni or Dani, no? Hello, good evening. We are watching
Clara.
you. Yeah, Clara, where are
Hi,
you?
Kiara. Good evening.
Watching from where?
Where are you from, Kiara? Where are
Oh.
you from? Where
Yeah,
are you
Kiara, tell
from?
us. And also si Paul Tinsley ba yung pangalan niya, no? And then
Celine
hi,
Kingsley, yeah.
Sir Sunny from Rudy Librojo, no? Hi,
Rudy.
Sir Sunny, Attorney Dana, and all kababayans, especially
And-
your lovely guest. Especially your lovely
Yes.
guest, Lina. Stay safe, everyone. Okay, thanks, Rudy, for
Rudy,
messaging, for the
hi.
message. Mabuhay ka. Thank you
Belfast
very
no?
much. Belfast, yes, he's from Belfast.
Yeah,
So we're all over.
Mia's father.
We're all over. Yeah, Mia, no, Librojo. We're all over. The viewers are all over the United Kingdom, no. Mabuhay. Thank you very much. Nice to see you guys, and we have a very special guest. And she talks about, in her A level, she started, how to researching, dwelling, or you were really interested in mental health, right?
Yeah.
In mental health. And
It
this thing-
was.
It
Yeah,
was.
it was something that my friends were also wanting to bring awareness about, and we decided to just make this group and give the rest of the school awareness about it, and at the same time raise money for charity, which I don't know if the group carried on after. I think it might have, but I think it was just nice to just make everyone else at school aware, and I think it's something that we've all taken with us to just make ourselves even more aware of it and to talk more about it.
Right.
I think that's very commendable para sa mga, I'll speak a little bit into guys, very commendable, especially people at age 17 years old, to think about, look, we want more young people to know about this issue that we are all facing. So instead, usually we have teenage angst, teenage and all of that, and inisip natin sa mga bata ngayon na, it's nice, it's really inspiring to see young people looking at solutions rather than problems. So, that's, I truly inspired when I heard that story from Lena, and that's one of the things that we celebrate people like that. We celebrate inspiring stories like that because we do need to talk about it, and we do need to find solutions, and talk about what works for other people may not work for other people, and we can all share how we are and how we're coping.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have the perfect we have the perfect guest tonight. Imagine having that awareness at a very young age, and now as you were discussing this mental health thing, what to do, somehow people have gotten something out of it. I got inspired by what you were saying earlier. It's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay
And
not to
find
be
the little
okay.
thing.
Yes.
Find the little thing. So it's okay to go and grab that chocolate, Lena, or your mom's
Yeah.
muffins from the snack table. So that validated my coping mechanism. I'm reaching for your mother's baked goods for the last few months. So
So
I'll
that was
let her
good.
know to
thank you to
bake
your
some
mother.
more.
You're gonna tell her to bake more, right? Of course, Lena. Yes. So have you
We
tried all the
will.
recipes now? So how many recipes have you tried so far? How many have you baked so far?
Too many.
Too many
Too
already.
many.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm sure there are more.
um,
I'm sure there's more that you want to try.
there will be plenty, Dana. There will be plenty. You can be our guinea pig for our new baking recipes.
Oh, that's good. That's nice to hear. At least that's a way of coping with your with with this mental health thing. And it makes you sane in a way. You might be insane sometimes, but it's a matter of finding a way of how to get around it and not to lose hope,
Yeah.
right?
And
A
also
friend.
finding a way to sometimes. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's also
Go ahead.
it's also a nice way to kind of distract yourself. You don't always want to be involved in the news or like everything that's going around you, and so baking or cooking is just a way to distract yourself from it all and just take that time to have something else to think about. And following a recipe is a method, and it's straightforward, and what the outcome should be.
All right, because you're seeing a lot of bad news on the telly, newspapers, everywhere, social media. So these things like baking or doing anything, to more or less distract you from all of these things, and that's the reason why they're having sports for kids, because it somehow distracts them, it takes them away from getting into
True.
drugs and some other things.
That is true.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
that's
great.
true.
That's great.
I think those, as what Lena said, any activity that would move your focus to something else, move your energy, and drive the energy to somewhere else. And it totally is up to you, whatever it is, whether it's cooking, eating, sports, or watching sports. I think what's most important is the journey of finding it, the journey of self-reflecting and finding what really truly makes you joyful, makes you happy, what makes you peaceful. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be as small as you said, calling up an old friend or having a 5-minute walk, or looking. For me, sometimes I like looking at animal videos. So
Oh,
if
really? Okay.
I like
Okay.
looking at animal videos.
Any
So
animal, or
and
are
it
they
doesn't
just dogs or cats, attorney, or
any
any
funny
animal?
animal
Okay.
videos.
Any funny one?
I,
Okay.
I follow Woof Woof. I follow Woof Woof on Facebook, and it seems like a silly thing, but sometimes after a hard call, after sometimes go for a little walk, a 30-second walk down the hallway. Sometimes I watch the Woof Woof, I think 30-second video. So you look at that, and you totally, you look at and you focus at something completely innocent, completely, completely silly. Sometimes all they do is just be dogs and be joyful. And for me, that shifts my focus into something, what I call is a pure slice of happiness. And you try to find it across your day, whether it's a coffee, it's really lovely coffee, a chai latte, which is one of our favorites in the department, uh, a chocolate, a good call, with a friend. Sometimes it's just walking and having a very quick chat with the team and finding something funny. Or sometimes it's just it's just having a little walk, so of getting some fresh air. So you find your pure slice of little happiness across the days. Sabi nga nila, sometimes it's, alam mo yung mga ano, Mr. Lara, when you talk about, you must have played video games as well. So you talk about...
Not so much. I'm not into, I just play, the simplest that I can play is actually solitaire on
Oh, it's okay. But anyway,
babble na ako.
sometimes anything.
I'm not really into games, you know. Oh. Solitaire lang, solitaire. But yeah, I'd love to go into games. So yeah, anything, no? You can just do anything.
No, anything you have is like, even in solitaire, sometimes you click on a hint, so like a free hint.
Oh yeah, hint. I'm always fun with the hint. So you know, you're playing it also. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah. I chose my age too. so what probably, you know, from my point of view, sometimes you need a bit of a hint, a bit of a free pass, a power up, a bonus point sa buhay. You need a power. You have to know your power up. You have to know what gives you that extra, when you're a bit down, that extra little breath of fresh air. And it doesn't have, it is hard, but it's knowing what gives you that little boost.
Okay.
So find that.
Okay. Well, right. Find that. No. So anything. No. Okay, magbe-break lang ho muna tayo. We're gonna have a short break, and we're gonna come back, read some mga pagbati. We have a lot of new viewers, attorney, no? And I'm really surprised, which is good, no? Natuwa din naman sila. So happy Tuesday to everybody. We have a very special. Well, she's a trainee solicitor, but she's very inspiring. No, and in letting us know, letting us be aware of, you know, something about mental health. No, so wag ho kayo alis. We're gonna be we're gonna be back. Saglit po lamang at eto ho, at kami magbabalik. Saglit po lamang. Don't go away.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at Mayfair House, 11 Lurk Street, Bedford, MK40 3HZ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
During these trying times, we salute the frontliners who are tirelessly caring for all of us against the COVID-19. To all the courageous nurses, doctors, carers, and paramedics at the NHS, words are not enough to thank you. We at Highlight Express International are here to support you back with a full semester 10% discount when you send your balikbayan boxes to your family in the Philippines. Dahil ang Highlight Express International ay para sa pamilya.
Okay, no? Tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating program. Nasa last part na ho tayo ng ating show. Kung meron ho kayo nais na itanong ho, no? Although we're talking about mental health, no? Through our very special guest, yung ating trainee solicitor from TV Solicitors, si Lani siya. Pero kung may tanong lang ho kayo, okay lang ho yan, no? Pwede ho yan, walang problema ho. Siyempre, kasama pa rin natin si Attorney Danna Quinto, no? Attorney, good evening once again sa iyo, no?
Good evening, Mr.
Oh.
LARAGAN. It is Lina Shaw, by the way, sir.
Ano ba sinabi ko? Sorry.
Lani.
No, Danna. Nag-cross yung Danna Quinto and Lina siya, no? So, okay. So, Lina siya. Yeah, we have a very special guest. A very inspiring, a very young woman, no? And I knew, well, hopefully, later on, she might be parang the young, sino yung asawa yung wife ni, who's this guy? Kamal, what's the name of that lawyer? Lady lawyer?
Amal.
Yeah. Si George Clooney,
yes.
the wife of George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Who knows? No? She might be.
I'm sure she'll be
young.
better, but Amal's
right,
very good. But Lina will be better. I am personally very proud of her. Very proud that I.
Yeah, she's very passionate about it. She loves the law, no?
Work with her, yeah. So
she wanted to help people.
very
She wanted, diba? Attorney. So
yes,
ayan. Basahin ko lang yung some of the greetings lang, no. Meron tayong mga bagong viewers kasi they're watching us. Nakakatuwa naman, no? So nice to know that we have a lot of new people watching us. Ito si Jenny Smith says she's watching from from Cheshire ba? Cheshire? Tama, Cheshire.
Cheshire.
Yan. Watching here at Cheshire, Jenny Smith. Hi, Jenny.
Cheshire.
Thank you
Hi,
very
Jenny.
much for watching. Thanks a lot. So we're all over the place, no? Si Jenny Smith says, hi, attorney, no? Talagang bumabati sa'yo, no?
Hello.
Oo.
Automatic.
Okay. Edgar Duay has a...
You are okay.
Ito parang to para how to more or less neutralize the problems, no, about mental health, how to cope especially in this time of the pandemic. Sabi niya sometimes nagpapakababaw lang ako and talk to Alexa. Lina, he talks to Alexa, no? Probably when he's feeling bored, no? And mess with her. Install loads of trivia skills, so knowledge based. And I played with my kids. I tried trivia skills if you have Alexa.
Yeah. That sounds actually really fun. That sounds really
exactly.
fun. Probably
I do it with Siri. I only have Siri, attorney.
Siri. Yeah.
I only have Siri, Lina, no? Si Siri, I'd ask her, have you got a boyfriend, Siri? Can you sing a song? Can you anything,
Let's ask Siri a legal question tomorrow, Lina. We should.
Yes.
Yeah, you could try. Why not? You could try anything. Just for fun, actually. So when you're feeling a bit bored, and so this is a way of coping with your mental health, whatever. Catherine Yap, I agree with Attorney Danna. Any form of activity. Attorney, ikaw nga magbasa. Sige.
Any form of activity like baking, martial arts, dancing, painting, and etc.
Martial arts,
can be a good form of meditation as it helps a person's mind to focus in the present. Absolutely. I think that's it. It's focusing in the present, isn't it? It's focusing on just being in the moment. I think, and taking it moment by moment. Kasi nga, ngayong lockdown, much more so that we're facing a huge deal of uncertainties. I think this is the time to be able, as Lina rightly pointed out, just survive the day. Just survive the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Yes. And the next day, of course. Si Catherine Yap would like to thank Lina, no? Sabi niya, Catherine Yap. Can you read it?
Thanks, Lina, for sharing your insights on mental health. We all need to be kind at a time like this to others and ourselves. I think that's it. Be kind. Be kind.
Be kind.
You can be anything. Be kind. I think I've heard that. That's one of my favorite.
Be kind to yourself.
Quotes ever. Be kind. Yeah,
be kind.
Absolutely.
You said that earlier, right? Lina, you said be kind to yourself. Take time to reflect. It's okay not to be okay. You You have to reach out to a friend. You have to bake a lot of cookies,
Yes.
a lot of bake of anything. What
That's
do you
it.
bake?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I really, really agree with that.
What do you bake? Cookies,
cookie
anything, right?
necklace.
Cakes. What do you bake? Anything?
I range from like cakes or cookies. I think next on my list is banana bread, maybe again, or brownies. I haven't made brownies in a while. I'll see what's in the house and what I can make.
Have you ever
Carrot
done
cake would
a
be
croissant? A croissant. Have you done it?
No, I haven't
No,
done
not yet.
croissant.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I
I
love
feel
it.
like
we
that's
love
too
croissants.
fiddly for me.
You
Is
feel
that
what, sorry?
too,
I feel like it's too fiddly for me. Like I don't think I'll be able to do croissants. I think
You've never ever
that's gonna
tried it?
take it. No,
You
I
never
haven't
ever.
tried
Oh,
it.
you never. Oh, okay, you haven't tried it. It's my favorite actually. So
is it your
okay,
favorite?
it is. Yes, it is. Oh, right. Jenny, here's a good reaction comment. Jenny Smith.
Yeah, Alexa.
Alexa's a good friend of my son. All right. Yes. Jenny.
that's
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice. No.
You can do that. Can they do that homeschooling? Can Alexa do the homeschooling these days? Alexa.
Well, I'm sure you can ask Alexa anything. Mathematics, multiplication, anything.
Yeah, geography.
Si Jenny Smith says, hi, Attorney Lina. Oh, they call you now Attorney Lina. Wow.
Teddy is lawyer, yeah.
And she says, just trust ourselves. Ayan,
That's
so
true as
just
well.
trust
That is
ourselves.
true.
Catherine Yap says, eat something yummy. What would be something yummy to eat?
That's
What do you
really
think?
That's really my coping
What's
mechanism
yummy
for
to eat,
anything.
Attorney? Lina, for you, what's yummy to eat?
Yeah, what is
Other than the pastries, other than the cakes and the breads that you do, the cookies.
He likes blueberry muffin. I know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
Blueberry
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blueberry.
yeah, that's my favorite blueberry muffin. Yeah, yes, I do love it.
I like blueberry muffin.
When I go to where's that? Starbucks. You have it at Starbucks. So where is it? Starbucks or is it Costa? Where they have this
Costa or
blueberry
Starbucks?
muffins?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
where Dana gets it from. Dana, where do you get the blueberry muffins from?
I I get it from Roosters. Shout out to Roosters, my favorite deli shop in Bedford. So I'd go there, and I tried getting into a healthier diet. So I would order a salad after I ate a donut on the way. So I ate a donut already about 5 minutes ago, and then I'd go there and order a salad, and they would ask me, would you like a brownie? And I would pause for like a second, and I would say, of course, yes. So I'd get a brownie or a muffin. So in short, madali akong.
In short, you wouldn't say no. You don't say. And then because
They always say it's very easy for me to. It wouldn't take a lot for me to say yes. So, yeah, but I would bring back muffins from Roosters from the team.
Roosters? How do you spell it, Attorney? Yung like rooster? Roosters.
Like
Oh,
rooster.
okay. All right.
They call me Miss Brownie there because they would always try to sell me a brownie, and I would always say yes. They call me Miss Brownie. So hello to everyone, to Roosters.
Hello to
They're
the
lovely.
Roosters. I'll check it out. I don't know if we have it here in this area in southwest part. No.
No, it's
Roosters.
local lang po. Local. It's a
Local lang.
deli.
Okay, it's a local one. Oh, okay, all right,
It's
okay.
a local one. It's a local one. They're local people, local food. So yeah.
Ayan. Edgar has another comment.
Oh,
Sabi
Edgar.
niya, I automated my house sometimes. I ask Alexa to show my dog or show who's on the door and mess with my old postman. Play ambience. How's that? Ambience beach sounds, sound wave sounds to help me meditate and lower my heart rate. Oh,
The heart
right.
rate.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
everyone's
good.
got their own. That's good.
that's
That's good.
healthy,
That's
no?
fair. Everyone's sharing their little slices of happiness.
Yeah, I know. We're talking of mental
It's good
health,
for
no?
schooling.
Happiness and
Oh,
mental health.
Alexa is good for schooling. That's good.
It's good for
That's good.
schooling. Oh, okay.
That's good. So that's a tip for everyone in a home school. Alexa is quite good for asking. Alexa
Alright.
is not good. Sorry. It's not good.
Hindi daw.
We're taking that back.
Taking it back.
We don't have
Okay.
children.
Why is it
Nina and
not good for
myself don't have
schooling?
children,
Why?
so-
Because it parang it's not
why?
it's not allowing children to learn. Is that how it is? Because when they ask questions straight
don't
away,
know, actually, get
you
it.
know, they would probably have answers from
It's good for music.
good for music. Of course, no. Oh yeah, there's Edgar once again. Lena, it's for you. Yeah.
Thank you, Lena, for taking time.
Babasahin ni Lena. Sige, Lena, go ahead. Yes.
Thank you, Lena, for taking time and share your passion for mental health with our, how do I say that? Kababayan?
Kababayan.
Kababayan.
Our countrymen.
Kababayan. Attorney Dana, next mentorship, my Alexandra. Attorney Lena, you're in good hands with Attorney Dana. I am in very good hands with Dana. She is a great mentor to learn from, and she's just, I don't know, she's the best boss I've ever had.
All right. Wow. That's nice to hear. Okay.
Excited for that. I will bring you the muffin tomorrow, though. I will bring you the muffin tomorrow.
Okay, have you ever introduced Dana to some of your friends? Hey guys, here's my mentor. They would think that he's like about 2 years lower than you are, you know, in the school. Like 2 years, 2 or 3 years.
2 inches lower.
No, 2 years lower. 2 years, like for example, if say I don't know, I'm not so familiar with the educational system here in England, in the UK, but you know, like you might be in your senior year, for example, Lena, and they might mistake. Dana to be probably in her freshman year, you know, so something like that. You've got a very young looking mentor. Don't you agree?
I do.
Very young.
I do.
Looking.
She is very young, but I aspire to be a partner at her age one day.
Wow, yeah, she's a very young partner. Imagine, no, she has achieved a lot, so much. That we're so really, really,
You'll
really,
do
really
better.
proud of her.
Jack. You'll do better.
Very proud.
You will do better than me. That's the aspiration for you to be better and achieve much more than I have achieved. So,
Yes.
kumbaga, yun na nga mo, Mr. Ragan, if you have if you're mentoring someone, you actually like them to be better than you.
Yeah, I forgot to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen. Here with me is of course, the star of the show, and she's a partner. You know, I always forget to say that. No, okay, tama nga, it's an achievement of yours. Imagine at a very young age. Now you've achieved that. You've reached that stage. You were ahead. You still are ahead of litigation, and and also the partner. You don't say you say a partner and a concurrent capacity as head of litigation, di ba? Well, mas mauna yung mataas muna. Okay, wow. Saludo kami kay Attorney Dana, no? Si Yvonne Celestial Palsis
Hi, Ate.
Laluna.
Yes.
Good morning, Attorney Dana Quinto. Good morning daw. Bakit? Taga saan ba yan?
Morning, taga Pilipinas po.
Na,
From
Pilipinas!
Ate, hello,
Alright,
Philippines.
okay.
Cross time zone.
Ayan, si Jenny Smith is so talagang we don't want to gain weight, sabi niya. So are you referring to the cookies and the chocolates and the cakes
The
and the muffins that Dana
I try
and,
to buy oranges sometimes. Oranges, and I bought
You were
everything
healthy this week.
Who
Yeah,
is
I bought
healthy?
everything green. I bought everything green this week, so sometimes I top up the snack table. So I said, because we're trying to be healthy, I'm buying green, i.e. green Pringles, green crackers, green sweets. So yes, so we're saying go green. So yes, I don't think they believed my wish to be a bit healthier. But I got her some oranges and bananas, didn't I? I got her green bananas.
Oh, that's
Green
good. So,
bananas.
fruits, diba? Oranges are good because the vitamin C they're good for the skin, diba? Vitamin C is good for the production of collagen, di ba? Yung ano? That's what they say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
collagen.
Vitamin C, no?
And
So
immune system
oranges.
as well. So yeah, we
Okay.
do try to buy oranges too.
All right. Is that your one of your task ba, Dana, that to replenish yung ano for to keep your staff fed well? Is that it?
It's my hobby.
We take it in turns.
You're taking turns. Oh, okay, you're taking turns. All right.
It's our hobby to feed everyone. I think it's our hobby. It's very much like a Filipino thing as well that we like feeding people. So we take it in turns, and people you get random sweets on your desk. It's very sweet sometimes. It's really a nice thing. Sometimes we get to like croissants or a coffee, and we buy little snacks for everyone. We take turns, so that's nice. It's good.
That's great. Maganda, mabuhay. That's great. What's this? Catherine Yup says, people should not be ashamed. Oh, just a moment. Let's. Okay, you were mentioning about. Okay, so here it is. Let me just say. I'll put this up. All right. Catherine Yap says people should not also be ashamed of seeking professional help when needed. Once
Absolutely.
again,
Absolutely.
where can they go more or less from your research? Or if they haven't got a friend, is there any professional help they can get?
I know they can seek help if they try contacting their GP, as in their doctor. I think there are some charities like mine who
Okay.
have a list of services that other people can use in regard to if they can't seek or get the support from professional help. I'll see if I can find it, but I know that there are other ways like Samaritans. They are a
That's right.
service that you can text and they will have a conversation with you. I think, like I said, Mind has more information on where they can get professional help, because I know the NHS currently isn't doing face-to-face appointments, and face-to-face is more helpful for most than others. But I do know that Mind has a list of places that they can go to.
So all they have to do is Google that Mind, MIND, and get hold of their contact number. Mind. Okay, yeah. So it's a UK organization, right? Is it a charity?
It is.
It
It
is
is
a
a
charity organization.
charity organization. Okay. See, Edgar Duay, he's giving us some tips of on what he does and how he copes with stresses on his mental health. So again, can you read that out, Lena? You're our professional reader for
Yeah.
tonight.
Take a new hobby or rekindle with old friends. Play drums or ukulele. I do a bit of target shooting at the backyard. Play Frank with my kids, lol. Oh.
Wow. Magaling, eh? That's good. That's great. No. Okay.
It's good sharing coping mechanisms, isn't it? It's good to talk about these things. It's good to see how people find this little happiness, simple happiness in their lives. It's good.
We're trying to show them the website, where they can go to, so that they can check it out. So if those of you who would also need, aside from, of course, you can do your hobbies, do your things, but if you really need to seek professional help, like you were saying,
Correct. Absolutely.
so okay, they could check out some of these. Okay, tell me if this is the right place. Okay, have a look at this. Lena, is that the place? Is that Mind?
Yeah.
Mine, yeah.
All right, this is a mental health emergency. All right, the coronavirus is having a huge impact on our mental health. Help us be there for everyone who needs us at this crucial time. That's okay. All right, so here it is. No, Mind. So is there a number to call? Is there a number to call?
I think there's that tab that says "Get Help Now"
Get a
at
help
the
now.
top. Yeah,
Yes.
and it gives you lots of information as to emergency advice, or if you need coping tools, or there's like they have lines that if you want to speak to someone, that's the information that they have, their number.
All right. There's continue. Let's continue on this here.
Yeah.
Right. What's happening? Okay. So here are. Let's try to explore this site. Contact us. Let's try this. Contact us. Contact Mind. Our office is now closed because of the coronavirus. Okay, of course. But there's a number here. If you have any questions or concerns, please email our supporter relations team or ring. There's a number here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
That's the number 0208 215 2243. So that's contact. That's Mind. Not contact. That's contact Mind. The number is 0208. But this is Mind, right? This is the website.
Yeah, you can also go, if you go back to Get Help Now,
Get help now. Okay.
and if you click on info line or legal line,
Where is it? Here it is.
info line, you can talk to
Oh,
someone
there's a
there.
number. This is the number. Okay. Info line. Okay. 0300 123 3393. So check that out. So ask us about mental health problems, where to get help near you, treatment options, advocacy services. Oh, that's great. So thank you very much, Lena, for making us aware of this. People don't know where to go to. If you haven't got any friends, you don't know how to bake, you haven't got Alexa nor Siri, so probably you can make them as for your phone pals, right? Ringing them up and can you be my phone pal today? No, but seriously, give them a call when you feel really really down.
Absolutely.
So and you couldn't really take it anymore. So yeah, Lena, thank you very much. I guess that's it. No, attorney, palagi ko yun na muna. At we want to
Yeah.
thank Lena. Maraming salamat, Lena. That says many thank yous to you for being a part of tonight's show and being an inspiration to all of us, to us all. On how to cope with our mental health. And we want to thank, of course, Attorney Dana for thinking of having you on the show, because now we have reactions, people watching us from all over the world. Imagine from the Philippines to Canada to Scotland to Northern Ireland, England. So they're everywhere, Lena, and they love you. The problem now is they might request for you again on the show because they said, hey, we got inspired. And it's not only inspired, but she's very nice to look at, pleasing, to the eyes. So, so they would say, thank you, though. Thank you, Dana, Lena, and Sonny, Catherine Yap. They want to thank us. So, yes, Lena, any last words? Any shout outs or any messages before we say good night or goodbye on the program?
No shout outs, but just, firstly, thank you for having me. But just, as the last message, just like I said, be kind to yourself, and, it's okay not to be okay, and just take time for yourself. That's what matters most. And, you are the most important person in your life. So look after yourself.
So thank you very much. Hope to have you again on the program. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. You take care. Good night, and God bless. Keep safe and well always. And to the family, Mr. Shah, good evening, and Mrs. Shah, looking forward to the cookies and the cakes in the future when everything's normal. When we could visit. Are you based in Bedfordshire as well?
Yeah, I'm in Luton.
Luton. Okay. So yeah. So looking forward to that. So thank you very much for being on on tonight's show. Thank you very much. Grateful for your time and for the sharing on the mental health thing. Maraming salamat. And you take care and keep safe always. Good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ayan si Lena, ladies and gentlemen, Lena. Ayan, attorney. Ang galing pala ng natin, no? Husay no. We were inspired with Lena. Maganda yung mga kunento niya.
Mahusay po.
Mahusay na, di ba?
Mahusay, and
Oo. And she really, it was nice when she was telling all those things about this, no, yung mental health awareness niya. So,
very
good.
passionate and very
Very
authentic
passionate.
about it.
Oo.
And that's kailangan talaga ngayon. To talk about it, we need to
Yes,
be open
very
about
timely.
it.
Tama,
Very
oo.
timely. At minsan hindi mo nakakalimutan. Minsan kailangan lang natin i-remind yung sarili natin na, as you said, maraming problema tayong hinaharap ngayon. It is okay not to be okay, as Lena just said. So,
Oo.
reach out, talk to us if that helps as well. Reach out via email, via telephone, or if you need immediate help, pinakita ni Mr. Laragan kung ano yung mga numbers to call, and hopefully mas makatulong ngayong lockdown.
Ayan, oo. Kung gusto niyo tawagan si attorney at gusto niyo, well, email lang, no, for any, baka meron kayong nais itanong, no, na hindi niyo na itanong tonight. No, lalo na yung one viewer natin, puro replay daw pinapanood niya. No? And so ngayon, tuwan-tuwa siya, nakapanood siya, yay, live ang napanood ko ngayon. Mabuhay ka. So,
Pauline, welcome to the live show, Pauline.
Si Pauline, yeah, Pauline, si
Welcome
Pauline.
to the
No?
live.
Oh, siguro mabilis lang, pasadahan ko lang itong mga nakikita kong nanonood sa atin, attorney, no? Si Lina, ito ba, mother niya? Si Lina siya? Good evening, no? Okay, si Edgar Kagastia, sabi niya, Kuya Sonny, Attorney Dana, during the lockdown, I read books before sleeping. It stimulates your mind. J.N. Lot is watching. Oh, si Emily Rafael. Thanks a lot, no? For watching. Christina Stanley. Angeline Tillman. Iftekar siya. Ayan. Lito Valero Fami is the founder of Capitaneos UK, no? Lay Valdez, GC Castañares, Monique Seaton, ayan, Nino Rita Deserto. Thank you very much for watching, no? Mabuhay kayo. At ayan, so okay, well, I guess attorney, tayo magpapaalam siguro sa ating program. Baka may nais ka pang banggitin na hindi natin napag-usapan o nabanggit na baka may nais ka pang na hindi natin napag-usapan. You might want to say something else pa. Or may mga shout-outs or anything. Go right ahead, attorney. Or mga last few messages mo.
I just want to say maraming salamat po for everyone who keeps watching, who keeps tuning in. Thank you for this Filipino home. In some ways, this has also been a bit of a coping mechanism. I feel more in tune sa Filipino community ko. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Kasi parang meron din akong virtual support bubble. So para sa akin, we've been talking about support coping mechanism. We've been talking about things that gives us simple pleasure sa buhay natin. For me, coming home here every Tuesday is a great source of pleasure to me. So maraming salamat po, and do keep coming back. Tuloy po kayo every Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, and we hope to all get together so that we can get through this very challenging time. So thank you, Mr. Laragan. I just want to give this shout out to you para sa iyo to, for always being positive, for always being such a great hindi ako yung star, ikaw actually yung pinaka
ikaw yan, attorney, ikaw naman talaga. We love you. Sabi mo, it gives you pleasure. You're happy to be here. Pero multiply that with all the people who are also excited seeing you every Tuesday. Parang wow, andyan na naman si attorney. Parang tapa ka, support bubble na natin to eh. Parang ganito, di ba? Virtual. And it's nice, and we're having you, di ba? Always smiling, very, di ba? Napakatalino, ha? Hindi mo lang sabihin, ay, mabait lang si attorney. Hindi, matalino yan. Very pleasant, maganda pa. Kompleto na yan. But it's nice always having you here, attorney. You're the one that's giving them the knowledge, It's been a long, imagine mo the first time when we had God to do wine, diba? Ano tawag sa'yo? May tawag sa'yo, may tawag sa'yo. Hyper. Edgar's
audience number 1 natin, si Edgar Duay. So I want to take this moment as well to say thank you to Edgar for the support all throughout. Simula nung nag-umpisa yung Legal Advice Corner. Edgar,
Oh,
salamat. Maraming salamat for
salamat
still
din, Edgar. Yes.
tuning in, nagbibigay ng comments, feedback, etc. It makes this show a lot more richer. So we are very very grateful for you, audience number one. Simula nung nag-umpisa tayo ng March with lockdown number 1, here we are with lockdown number 3. And
Totoo yan. Oo. Hindi, totoo yan, Tony. Di ba? Ano yan eh. At saka they share it. They tell people na, ay, may, alam mo, actually, pumapasok yan si Edgar sa mga forum, yung mga kung sino-sino mga ano. And then pag ano, uy, manood ka sa ganun. Punta sa Tony, tanong mo kay Attorney Dana, tanong mo kay ano. Siya mismo nag-ano, when he goes in some siguro mga group chats o group ano. And that's nice. Thank you, no? At sa lahat din. With the likes of everybody, Ma'am Carsola, si Cora Carsola, sila Emmeline Rafael. These are the people who are been there talagang naka ano, you know, I don't know, they made it a habit to be happy on a Tuesday, no? So, which is good, no? Maraming salamat din.
Edgardo Cagastian, who
si Edgardo. Ayan, si Edgardo Cagastian.
So we take this moment to say thank you sa lahat ng mga nagsusuporta. Kamusta po kayo? We should probably ask you po, kamusta din po kayo? How are you? And hope you and your family are okay. So we'll make it a habit from now on. Nakamustahin din sila at okay ba sila?
Marami pa mga messages scattered all over kasi itong ating show is cross-posted everywhere. Pero if we can suggest to everybody, doon na ho kayo magpunta sa pinaka main site, yung Pinoy Radio UK, para centralize ho yung ating mga messages kasi we couldn't go hunt for the messages all over. Minsan kasi pagtapos na yung show, makikita namin, ay, nag-message pala sa ganun. Minsan kasi magme-message sa akin, Attorney, ba't hindi mo nabasa yung message ko? Hindi ko alam kung saan mo ba pinost? At doon sa ganun, hindi, kasi nasa ang carrying Facebook page natin is nasa Pinoy Radio UK. Well, anyway, Attorney, nagpaalam ka na. Okay na ba?
Okay na po. Thank you. Maraming salamat sa lahat. And thank you for this virtual support bubble. Thank you, Mr. Laragan. Thank you to all the audience. Thank you, this Filipino home. Ingat po kayo. Iba yung ingat sa lahat. Keep safe and keep taking care of each other.
Ayan. Okay, no? Well, di ko na masyadong dadagdagan. Maganda na yung sinabi ni Attorney. Papasalamat lang ho kami sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta nila, Attorney, for being there on every Tuesday sa ating Happy Tuesday. So, tell your friends about it, no? And make this a bigger bubble support group natin. Ika nga, no? Kung meron, gawin na rin natin parang charity to, parang mind, Filipino mind, di ba? Kasi nga yung mind, like Lina was saying, because if you're it's okay not to be okay kasi pagka napuno ka baka naman mag-commit ka ng suicide or anything, wag naman. Kaya nga yung mind is that's one of the yung karoon ng jobs because to take you away from it na you're feeling hopeless and helpless. So ito magandang bagay ho to na tayo mga Pinoy nagkakasama-sama. And because we have a reason for being together because it's Legal Advice Corner. At pinag-uusapan din natin ng batas, no? So we're supporting one another by way of letting each other know that we're around, no? Nandiyan sila, nagme-message, and we are here for them. Nakakatawa, let's make it bigger. Palakin lang ho natin ng mga ating pamilya. And always don't forget, pagka meron ho kayong legal questions, no? Andiyan ho si Attorney Dana Quinto. Dahil yan ho ang ating abogada, no? She is the one, yung initial advice, no? But if eventually kailangan ng then at least kailangan na talagang kumbaga may problema, malala, whatever yung inyong case, at least meron tayong Philippine lawyer na pwede kayong, di ba, mapuntahan. Okay, so I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Maraming salamat po sa inyong sa walang sawang panonood. Sa ngalan ni Attorney Dana Quinto, ako po si SONNY Laragan nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong pagsubaybay. Let's do it again next Tuesday. Good night. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.